Hey everyone, welcome to Zozo Anime. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas. Looking like I just got run over by a truck, guys. You can see my eyes are a little bit puffy, a little bit, dirt on my face. Like I've been run over, basically. Like I've been through war. Anyways, I'm not here to describe my appearance, but I need to maybe get a little bit more clean shaven and stuff like that. But anyways, enough with that. I'm here to do another anime film review. In particular, I decided, because I'm on a roll, I'm watching films, because once I stop watching films, I get into watching TV show after TV show after TV show, and then before you know it, the volume's done. Anyways, I'm here to do I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. It came out in 2018. It's rated PG. It's an hour and 49 minutes. It's directed by Shin'ichiro Ujima. And guys, if I got to give you a quick synopsis on this, a high school student discovers one of his classmates, SAKURA Yamauchi, is suffering from a terminal illness. This secret brings the two together as she lives out her final moments. And guys, it's basically four characters in this. Her best friend, Kyoko, Sakura, who's with the illness, her pancreas and stuff like that. Boka, who's the shy, quiet guy who's keep to himself and she's infatuated herself with. And Takahiro, which I don't know who that is. I can't remember the name because names can get... He's old. He forgets half the stuff, guys. But basically, I didn't know what to expect. Especially with the title, I'm like, great. Is it going to be one of those rom-coms that, like it's going to be some reference that some girl's going to give birth and I'll eat your pancreas kind of comes out in the conversation or something, but no, total opposite, man. I had an idea in the first 5 minutes watching this, what I was getting myself into. It was going to be another Your Lie in April situation, but in this case, the character knows right away that the person's going to pass away. It's a matter of time. She is upfront. She has... could be days, could be hours, could be weeks, could be years until she passes away from her illness, But there's a plot twist later on. We'll get to that. So she befriends this guy who's kind of quiet, keeps to himself. She wants to be friends with him. And from what I gather, guys, she wanted to change this guy's life before she loses her life, in a sense, to this crazy illness is there, man. Yeah. Sorry, guys. The king had to get his thoughts there and stuff like that because it hits home. Let's just say that. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, she wants to change his life. She kind of gets to experience things possibly for the first time with her, and she kept on using her excuse of she's dying. You got to do this. You got to do this. So they do everything from going shopping, eating out together, going on trips on the train, to going to the beach, to going to a special hotel, to hugging them, stuff like that. A whole bunch of small things, And you got the typical, teenagers, why are you close to my friend, blah, blah, blah. The only difference is her best friend, Kyoko, is mad at him because it seems like this new guy is stealing her friend from her, especially when she knows that she's sick, but to what degree she doesn't know the exact details. So she's pissed off at him. And she told him before she passed away, I really want you to be friends with her. Please do what you can to be friends with her. It'll mean so much to me, and all that stuff, and her mother and all that. Some sad, sappy stories. She ends up, with the typical, she thinks she's doing a little bit better, and then she ends up in the hospital thinking, okay. She gets discharged, but we found out later in the diary, she kept a diary of everything, guys, that her life has cut in half. This is the heartbreaking part. This is the twist, guys. Because early in the day, they went to this town there, and they said that the stabbings and murders and this thing have gone up in the area recently. So I'm like, okay. Didn't think much of it, but it's going to come into play later. And boy, did it ever. So she got discharged. He's waiting at their favorite, spring restaurant that she's taking him. He's sending text message after text message and whatever. So he's getting a little worried there. She doesn't end up showing up. He goes home, and not a word of a lie, guys. I was in shock, but I kind of expected this to happen. It was a big slap in your face. She's on the news. Apparently, she got stabbed to death on her way there, being at the wrong place, wrong time, and whatever. You know? Devastated. And at the beginning of the movie, it shows him kind of like at the funeral going on, whatever, but he didn't exactly go to the funeral. But anyways, yeah. So it wasn't the illness that killed her. The sad part was it was her getting stabbed. And she might have had maybe 6 months to live and stuff. But to go that way, life is not guaranteed, guys, at all. You know? And she wanted to live her life fullest, get him to get out of his shell, and for him to live while she's gone. That's the one thing, kind of like on her bucket list, that she wanted to do personally for him, because she knew he was such a good guy that he deserved more than the life that he was living, which was great. He ends up going to the mother's house, and she had left behind a diary that she wrote about their first time they met, all those emotional moments and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it was 10 days after. He didn't even go to the funeral because he couldn't do it. And after he reads what he had to read in the diary, he breaks down, man. He just, can I cry? He cries. And then he ends up trying to meet up with her friend Kyoko. They meet in there. He says something not really bad, but she was very upset because if you would have told me, I would have spent more time with her, blah, blah, blah. And she slapped him. She runs out. He chases after her before she gets on the train. He goes, I really hope you would be my friend one day. And that's kind of where it left off. And I'm like, wow. Hopefully they get to, you know, become friends and stuff. Then there's a post-credit scene, which I didn't expect. Them going to visit her at her grave. And who's standing there? He is, and her best friend. And they're kind of like joking around a little bit. It looked like there's something kind of developing there. And she throws a piece of gum at him and says, listen, you ain't going to start dating or confessing anything to me until after the exams or something. And that's kind of like a little suggestion that maybe she saw, Sakura saw something in the two of them that she know that they would be right for each other, especially when she's gone. That they can be there for each other, and something good will develop out of her death and stuff like that. But yeah, this one wasn't, like I said, it didn't affect me as much as You Lie in April. But the last 15 minutes of this movie gets to you. It really gets to you. It pulls you on your heartstrings there. I like it. I probably will be adding this to my collection when I get my hands on it. It's going to be a little bit down on the list, but I'll definitely think, and I definitely like it. So there you go, guys. That's my official I Want to Eat Your Pancreas anime film review. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out our other reviews and all that fun stuff. And yeah, guys, stay tuned. I don't know how many more of these movies I'll be bringing your way, but there'll be a lot more TV series than usual. But hey, it is what it is. King will watch what he wants to watch. So until then, be the hell good. Stay out of trouble. Stay off the King's throne. And I'll see you guys where? Right here on Zozo Anime.